It's a mighty good word, party folk. I'm your mile high priest. I'm up here, up about a mile high on Sunday. The Sun's Day, Sunday, June 30th. Is today the last day of June? Maybe so. Collective, what's good? This message is for all signs, no particular sign placement. Collective reading. Y'all, what's good? I have like a Sabian oracle, Sabian symbols oracle channeled message. Wow. So I'm just here. I have notes. I was doing human things earlier, and then I started to prep my astrology work for the new moon in Cancer, because I was helping one of my friends create their magic calendar for this week, or whatever. So here I am. Now here I am. I had a lot of really good tea, black tea, a juice, nopal, which is cactus, prickly pear, and pineapple juice. What do you call it? Pressed juice. Coffee, more coffee. Yeah, what's good? Okay, new moon in Cancer occurring July 5th after 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so follow your time. It's a good time to set intentions, so really drive the intentions home, like knock them out of the ballpark, or whatever you say. The moon does fall at about 15 degrees, and this message, download channel message that I have here for you is based around that vibration, 14, 15, 16 degrees of Cancer. A lot of the messages you may have already received from other your trusted oracle readers, or you may have received them yourself, or you may be noticing them, or you may have heard it from me already. And so I'm not a hypnotist. I just want to say repetitive messages. I do have notes because I was like, I need to write notes. It's Sunday, y'all. I was telling you the story about me being human because all I was thinking about was like, I'm going to have a day where I just drink pressed juices. And I mean, I did eat, trust me, there were solid foods eaten, very good food. But yeah, like sort of refreshing, flowing day, sensing, tasting differently, sensing liquids. I don't know. We'll get into it. Repetitive messages will eventually culminate into a bigger picture, or the other way around, right? We can get a bigger picture message, which I believe this is somewhat that pinnacle midpoint where you've come out of a 2.5 year cycle where you've been hugely successful or in recovery from a loss like a divorce or a separation, or being recovering from parental like being a child of divorce, coming to a final for acceptance, and maybe honoring now how you have acted from your point of acceptance, which that could have been the last 2.5 years of you. You may feel I don't want to be oppressive or mean or rude, but maybe we all maybe a lot of us reacted. Maybe you came out of a divorce and you were like, I react by denying love and denying others, so I'm going to lead from that reactionary point and instead of the acceptance point. And it's good to realize that use your senses authentically now, right? How did you use your senses then? What were you sensing, and what storyline did your senses drive? How did you act accordingly? How did you appropriate your vision accordingly based on what you sensed in that moment? Again, I want to help you accept and remove the blame and shame in that it is a lesson in time to understand that you moved from a point of non-acceptance, non-forgiveness, and now you come to a point where I help you, or where I help you. Yeah, I help you. I help you. I hope I help you. I help you help yourself to realize this, and it's beautiful, and it's raw, and it's hard truth, and it's the Mile High Priest Show. Thank you for being here. I'm not a hypnotist. I wish I could hypnotize you to break your curses, but I'm teaching you how to take ownership. Lessons in autonomy, lessons in discernment. Excuse me. So this is a message for those that want to honor and hold space for security. I have no other way to say it. If you have another way to say it, please, I invite you to. I'm not mocking you. I'm just like, language is so convoluted, and no matter how you structure it, you're gonna make a group of people upset, and then maybe you create collectives. And stop being upset. Stop hate watching. If you're here to hold space for something, and the new moon in Cancer at 14, 15 degrees, 16 degrees is this. We're coming out of gluttony, we're coming out of reaction, we're coming out of working our behinds, our booties off just to spend. We're here to stop overspending, overbuying, overdoing, over consuming, over loving, over giving, over caring, over sharing. No matter your belief or feelings or mood, no matter your beliefs or feelings or mood, don't lie to yourself. Use your senses, okay? So we're here to hold space for truth. The truth resides within you. If it resides within you, you are well connected to other truth seekers. That means you're connected to a tribe, to a collective. That means you're connected to soul tribe. That means you're connected to God. That means you're connected to cosmic universal forces. You can derive it any freaking way you want. Theology, religion, philosophy, chemistry, biology. I don't give a hoot. Okay, so given that, magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings, queens, royals, this is your new moon in Cancer. Dark of the moon, balsamic, waning to balsamic, dark of the moon phase. I am your mercurial effervescent, spirited away, juiced. I don't mean any of those. I don't have any innuendo. No, nothing like that. Just, no. Do see things. Please, this is not a fearful court. This is your shine. This is your shine bright court. This is your new moon in Cancer court. Okay, I'm your effervescent mercurial, divinely guided Akashic librarian, effervescent, bubbly, wiggly gesture, funny looking with your divine messages. For this, okay, listen to spirit, breathwork, earth magic, yin, honor, yang. Don't just go all yin, but like maybe that will help you to ease into yin. If we tell you honor yang, keep honoring yang, we get it. Okay, but if you're gonna do both, then balance that out. Okay, triple state. Self-care is not indulgence. And I mean that, like, literally don't go buy everything off the wall because you're like, I worked so hard to get paid this much and hold this much money in my possession, only to go and like collect and overindulge. So be wary of, like, go use your senses. Like, why do you want things? Why, like, remember, like, why you worked so hard? Because you reacted. You were not in acceptance. So, like, now what are you going to do with that money? Are you going to go to the dinner table and order 5-course meal when you've realized that doing that is not necessarily a part of your everyday nature, and to have and hold space for gratitude and truth and self-care and non-indulgence, non-gluttony, like, you have to undo, you have to be weary, you have to be especially wary of products. Like, there's a whole system, especially spiritual workers, spiritual work more so. Do you know them? So, like, the separation, degrees of separation between the product that the spiritual worker, and this is not just spiritual workers, but this is a spiritual channel, so we criticize spiritual work, we talk, it's discourse. You criticize appropriately, you have disagreements and you have agreements and you have discussions, and adults can participate. Children, maybe, I don't know. Over the weekend, I heard that, children, and the last quarter moon in Aries is like, are you taking advantage of children, or are you taking advantage of what children are teaching you? Okay, undo, recall, call back. So stop it. Even if you're the most social butterfly, even if your life's mission is to know everyone in the world and to go to bed with everyone in the world and to be intimate with everyone in the world, stop it. Create space. Like, do you ever take time off to, like, not be social? Like, okay, even if you're not the most social, even if you're non-social, do you create time for meditation? So just because I criticize and judge people that are overtly consumed by consuming and being overtly social and collecting friends like coins and jewelry, like, when do you pause and, like, take a breath? When do you pause to read a spiritual, theological, philosophical entry or passage? This is what you do to undo. This is what you do to recall. So this moon, the reason I'm telling you this is, don't go without tradition, and that involves knowledge from masters, ascended masters. Y'all want to talk about ascended masters? Why don't you go read about them instead of me sitting up here instead of you listening to a tarot reader? No matter what, like, go look these ascended masters up. The Buddha, all these people, like, yes. Some of these people, like, they have a lot of books written about it. And then be wary, be cautious, and then don't go spouting it off. Don't go making money off spiritual chapters. Like, go heal then and make money off your healing, like, service. Don't make money off of other people's words. Okay, go to the core. Discern. We're teaching you discernment, activation. You are a shaman. Okay, you're a self-healer, and you may need a shaman. You might need to hear me tell you a lot of times throughout the next 6 months that you might need a shaman. Okay, 6 months. This is activation. So, this is your summary, right? Coming from success. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of how much money you have made over the last 2.5 years, over the last 2 years, over the last 2 months, over the last 2 weeks, over the last 2 days, over the last 2 hours. I'm proud of your success. Now stop overdoing, overspending, overeating. Go to your desire to have. Why do you want to have what everyone else has? Why do you cater to quality? How much do you have in your account, and how much do I have in my account right now? Like, why is that a desire? Why do you need to know? So because it's competition, it's envy, it's jealousy. You want to know how much I make because you wonder why I wear these clothes and how I can sit up here and how I have time to edit and look this way and act this way when I should be doing this, and this. Okay, stop there, start there. Start there, okay? Start there. Why do you suppose that I have to be here for a reason, and that I have to be over there for another reason, and that I have to tell you how much I make and where I come from and my last name and all that? Like, okay. It's not about me, remember? This is about you going to the core, to the honoring your senses. Are you giving in? Are you supplying your senses? Are you just seeking supply? Do you just need supply from others? Through envy, through acquiring, through claiming, through control. Okay, past, that's the past. You were successful, remember? Don't forget that you made that much money, that you accumulated that many things, and that you came to this understanding, and that you come to this channel and you get hit with. Now let's go back though, because you were in recovery from abandonment, rejection, loss, and darkness. So put in the work, okay? Out of the darkness, find inner space, find peace, off grid, okay? You can live where I live and go off grid for like 5 minutes a day or an hour. Why not? Like, maybe talk to your counselor or therapist. Do you need an hour's day's worth of meditation? Do you need an hour each day of your life devoted to meditation and devoted to, like, if there are things in place for meditation, figure it out. But also figure out why you overdo, okay? Is it because you are recovering? You're recovering, we're in recovery, we're not static, we're not stuck, okay? You earned that much, you did that much, because that should teach you that you are not alone, that you're not rejected, that you didn't lose, and that you're not in the dark, and that you can put in work. So put in this work now, okay? To hold space for truth, to connect to truth seekers, and to heal yourself, okay? So apply secrets, decode astrology, tarot, numerology. Don't over strategize. Don't ignore wisdom. But do strategize. There's need for strategy, okay? There's a reason why I tell you don't bust out the door, like fly out like the Kool-Aid man, right? I think that was it. I write kind of all over the place. So now I wanted to throw down some Mars also square, okay? So I do cater to Venus and Mars action, not Venus and Mars signs. But maybe if you have a Venus in whatever sign or Mars in whatever sign, then you want to watch that sign placement. Like Mars in Capricorn, Mars in Taurus, Mars in Cancer. If you hear me talk about the moon in Cancer especially, cast everyone casts your intentions that you already know and understand are true and authentic. Now drive them like to the core, to your core. Set them and drive them, like push for your spiritual guides of the highest light. So guides and ancestors that work in the highest light and in unconditional love, wise ancestors. So spiritual guides of the highest light, wise spiritual guides. Not just any guide. So again, not just any teacher, and also your teacher is a student of yours. So like, for example, a trainer, and this may be the worst example because I bet some trainers are really freaking organized and intelligent, but I'm just saying, like, a very basic, from an outsider perspective, just using a basic example, like you go to a trainer as a student and they teach you, okay, and you teach your body how to heal through that. But your trainer teaches you as their student, you are their student, and your trainer is also, besides being your teacher, they're a student of yours. They are learning about your body. So if they're not learning about your body, be wary, right? That's why I say be wary initially. No one's stopping you from getting a teacher. No one's stopping you from getting a trainer. No one's stopping you from going to the yoga studio. No one's stopping you from getting a shaman. No one's stopping you from getting tarot readings. No one's stopping you from going to a psychic. No one's stopping you from doing your own psychic readings. But are you a teacher and a student? That will lead you to other teachers and students. Are you a student and a teacher? Are you a teacher and a student? Or are you just a teacher, or are you just a student? Archangels, angels, spirit guides of the highest light, ancestors, helpful ancestors, wise ancestors, sage ancestors, knowledgeable ancestors. 3 cards for the collective. I have the Egyptian Taro. I will just pull 3 for clarity on your new moon intention, new moon in Cancer intentions. Collective, what's that? Yeah, success. I told you were successful. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is the significator card for the new moon. Did I not tell you this is success? This is your success point. Okay. No matter how much weight you gained, or perhaps there was a different route where you need to supply yourself nutrients, more nutrients, good nutrients, okay, to grow your body back. Either way, grow your body back, right? Like, it starts from the core, it starts from your senses, starts from your 5 senses, and then you're able to trust your 6th sense. Thank you. Your other senses. Goddess Isis and God Realm, Mercury, Archangels, Angels, Spirit Guides, the highest light, helpful, wise, ancient, sage ancestors, spiritual guides of the highest light. So the time is marked by limited action, right? In limited action, in times of limited action, and limited space that is actually in between space, so it feels confined, it feels small, feels boxed in. Now, like a true master teaches their student to use their senses. How do you teach yourself to use your senses in your limited space, in your confined space, in the box? Everyone is in the same, like, box and feeling, and it's more a belief state, a state of belief, a state of mind. So shift your mindset. 8 of Swords, which in the Mars in Gemini, in the Egyptian Tarot, it is marked by the 8 of Coins, okay, and Venusian, okay. So I'm telling you how to get to balance. This, your intention is balance, temperance, okay? The alchemist, alchemy. We're here for that. We're here for many reasons, and I'm giving you, I repeat them, and eventually the bigger picture unfolds, right? For some of you, a lot of you already know the bigger picture. By a lot of you, I mean every one of you, okay? do I bring you some clarity, even though it's not justified by your ego? Maybe your higher ego honors the work that you have to put in, right? When we turn the 8 of coins into the actual 8 of pentacles, then that is a Venusian aspect. So how can you soothe your active mind that has little to do with activity? You should be concerned with little to do activity, and you should want to honor that others maybe need to have their lazy dog days of summer, or maybe you don't need to answer everyone's call to go to the water park and go to the I don't know, what the hell do people do? Drink pop. Yo, I feel like that's what I was doing today. I was so aimless. Just drinking coffee, juice, kombucha, tea. Okay, apply the secrets. You know the secrets. Come at it from a different angle. I came at it from the opposite angle that you did. How do you think I feel? Okay, so stop being a mopey baby about it. And this is also why I teach you visualization, because there are moments in time when there's just not to do about nothing. Okay, nothing. Like, just sit and read your theological, philosophical, spiritual book. Perhaps question the master who wrote that. Everyone, right? We only asked for 3 cards, but we have 5. Reading them right to left, right, for you. So we have all right for you. Okay. This seems to be where your intention rises, right? But now knowing where you did come from, where you were maybe fixated on how you're based on your emotional reaction and emotional just feelings, right? We don't want to. I apologize for overstating the reaction aspect. So, but the meaning here is the truth that I must serve to you is just that these are lessons in letting go and in allowing confusion to subside, no matter who caused confusion at the end of your day. Okay, now you know. Now you are clear. Okay. And I also must repeat the message that many feel this way. Many are asked to clear this away, clear emotional state, so that you can clear your senses. Sensitivity, sensibility. 5 of Cups, okay? Mars in Scorpio. This is a spiritual understanding of earthly pursuits and not being totally ready, but wanting to take on the challenge. So you are proud and you are strong, but now turn pride into strength, okay? Now persevere. Now turn pride into patience, perseverance, and strength. You're not just strong, right? But you will prove to me, and you can show me visually, aesthetically, if you want to, without the filter. So turn your face away from the filter box, turn away from the TV, turn away from the constant stream of and the feed, and don't lie to yourself that when you go on these Facebookers account or the filter book or the filtergram, you're looking at filtered images. So you're looking at those that are in pursuit of beauty and narcissistic qualities. They're filtering. They're not even putting in the work to be that extreme narcissist-based beauty. They're just using technology to race you to the end. So don't forget, no one's done the work. A lot of racing to the finish line without actually racing, running, getting to the finish line by running. Okay, so false. Now, what? That's the definition of crying over spilled milk, right? When your chance there was to really honor psychic power and vision, honor that a lot of what you wanted isn't really what your soul agrees with like is your soul in agreement? Your soul says you did not use senses accordingly, and I must say now you know that how to use senses inappropriately and how to return to your senses and clear them and clean them and purify them to act and use senses accordingly, right? And act accordingly, intuitively, ingeniously, innately, shine now. Okay, 7 of swords, which is 7 of pentacles or discs or coins, which is Virgo. I'm sorry, it's Taurian. But in this case it is Virgo. Okay, this is more like health, the mental, maybe also, yeah, like now, running with the active yang tendencies. Wow, at the bottom of the deck, of course, black. At the bottom of the deck, we have 4 swords, a lot of swords here. This is news of an adventure, but you're telling me right now you're afraid to take this adventure, the 7 of Swords. And remember, traditionally, it means having a strategy. And if this card applies to Mercury and Virgo and the first decan of Virgo, then that means don't race the finish line. Determine the why, the reason for your desire, not the object of your desire, but the reason for desiring. The mood, the feeling, the quality, is it for good reason? So we're manifesting what is possible, which is that in good desire and good reason. Likely without desire, more so based on acceptance and honoring the flow, honoring maybe I want to create space for body health, mind health, and relationship health. Once I recover, once I gain, then I can sustain a relationship, sustain a career, sustain my vision, sustain my artistic pursuit. Go back 1 decan, okay? When you determine what you want in this space after having created this space, after getting yourself back to recovery. Now go back another decan, another step. That's where we are. We're here. We're at. Is your desire in authenticity? Is your desire based on your senses being clear, your senses being precise, and your senses not only being physical, but being intuitive, being psychic, being God-willed and God-driven? Strategy, 7 of Swords, okay? Another reason why you come to this channel, because I help you to go through the darkness, to sift, to filter through darkness. Real filters. Not to make the dark look pretty, right? But to get through the dark to find the truth. That's what a filter is for. It's not for face grammar to make you look pumped up in a Speedo or a bra or I don't know what. But I mean, if you work hard and I don't know, do whatever. I'm not on there. Stop it. Actually, I post some BS. I really am effing with the algorithm. Okay, two sorts. This is that Capricornian. So we're in the mind. I love the Egyptian tarot. We're in the mind because there's a block in the mind. There's a block in your belief system, even though you've proven to yourself that you're not abandoned, that you're not rejected, that you're not at loss. Even if you have a negative $3 billion in your account, you're still not abandoned or at loss. There's a will, there's a way, yo. That's extreme though. But here, that's why it's like, do it, move it. The answer is do it. You're like, I don't know. The answer is do it. You're like, I don't know. The answer is like, can you take time to do it? Can you start to create 5 minutes here and there to invoke prayer and invoke breath work and invoke meditation? Can you conjure mental health? Can you stop gossiping and stop filtering and stop editing and stop spreading gossip and stop creating your storyline? That's not a true manifestation. Why don't you actually manifest? Go back, now that you've gone 3 steps forward, take 2 steps back to step 1, square 1, decon 1. Okay, organize, romanticize, envision, create. Okay, first clear to create, then create to sustain, right? We have the Archer, the Sagittarian page, messenger, right? There's a message here for you. Did you listen? It says, I know you're either going to do it for the money, the looks, that'll bring you right back to square one, because we're not going to get anywhere but square one with that kind of attitude. Or do you want to actually apply the strategy that you already have downloaded, that you don't need more clarity about, that the actual strategy is right? Decon 1. Now, why? Why do we clear and clarify and return to our senses and build our psychic intuitive senses so that we can start to create not just anything, not a filtered lifestyle, not a lifestyle based on how much money you earn and then how much money you were able to spend, more so based on your acceptance of the fact that you have climbed yourself out of the web that is a matrix, where your diagnosis is complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Now heal thyself, child of God, and grow. And I will just ding one little root bowl for you, because my heart center and my third eye and my throat chakra are gonna bust through this YouTube screen and show you the truth about the matrix if you don't honor the truth that you know about the matrix. Okay, y'all, all the love, all the light. Deep belly breaths all the way to the chest. Don't hold them, let them out, okay? Thank you.